MLB Network brings you baseball from North Central Texas as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. It's the home opener of this new season between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Texas Rangers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club. All right. The stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Texas Rangers.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting nine for this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
William Jang gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And one of the main pieces on this team today is the guy playing shortstop. A ton of range, the ability to go in the hole, set that back foot with a strong arm over the first base. And I know it's going to upset the second baseman and the third baseman, but at the end of the day, the shortstop is and always will be the captain of the infield.
Into the box, Lee Kuo. He will lead this one off today. Here's the first pitch to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
And there's the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up at the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, Mark Marchand, as he will look at a first-pitch fastball for ball 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. McGill is after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, shortstop, Duncan Shaver.
Striding into the box, Duncan Shaver. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
High in the air into shallow left center. Batson calls for it. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. And now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
Roger Kelly gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And be on the lookout today because the best arm in the outfield resides in left field. Usually not the norm, but you better not test this guy. Not only does he have a strong arm, very, very accurate as well.
Digging in, Larry Nix. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Larry Nix.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
2-0 the count to the Rangers left fielder. Two balls and a strike to the Rangers leadoff hitter.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something belt high that you can get loose on.
The 2-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Antonio Rosa is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Popped him up. Miller will back up and put this one away just past the dugout for the first out.
Batting second baseman, Antonio Rosa.
At the plate, Antonio Rosa, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope,
and a fastball just a bit up.
No strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside. Fastball hit on the ground is short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman, Rich Pena.
Set to get his day started, Rich Pena. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-1. 1-1. is taken for strike 2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Quo on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in. And he is into second with a 2-out double. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
Standing in now, Reggie Hawthorne, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Standing in, Jermaine Godwin. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jermaine Godwin.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Looking at his career totals, Godwin has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. Now the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Now that one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It had plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day.
Stepping in now, Franklin Dahl. Pulled toward right center field. McGill is in pursuit. He's there and records the first out.
Batting second, third baseman, Carlton Miller.
So striding in, Carlton Miller. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And gone up into the second deck. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Batting seventh.
Into the box, Rod Ramirez.
Ramirez.
And that misses for ball one. Hit out towards second. And there are two away now.
Batting eighth. Center fielder, Omar Cannon.
Ready now, Omar Cannon. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
3-2 pitch. Oh, and the 3-2 is lined into left field. A base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8th, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Into the box now, Mitch Sedenquist. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Ruiz will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Rangers nothing. Now at the plate, Jose Ruiz. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. On to the lawn and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Rangers crack the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Standing in now, Joaquin Ayala. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Quo has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, center fielder, Cal McGill.
Standing in, Cal McGill. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. And that misses. 1-1. One out, nobody on. Bouncer to the left side. Shaver is there. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Bert McLeary.
Striding in, Bert McLeary. First delivery to him on the way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. McLeary, a native Texan. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Sent on the ground out to second. Marchand has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rangers do get one back, however, on the strength of this home run. We've played 2, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. There it is, the Big D, Dallas, Texas, as we welcome you back to Globe Life Park, not far away from that spot for the top of the 3rd.
Leading off for the Bluejays.
Ready for another chance? Lee Kuo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup over the inside corner. High in the air out to center field. McGill is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Mark Marchand.
In now, Mark Marchand. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants to start with it.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
First pitch on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year, as the Jays have opened it up now to 4-1.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Stepping in now, Jermaine Godwin. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
How about it?
Well, that was certainly a tough play, and worth taking another look with Show Track. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. Into the box, Franklin Dahl. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ruiz on the move. And that's the third out. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the two-run dinger. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 4-1 in favor of the Jays. Into the box now, Will Batson. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Will Batson.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
A ball and a strike.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Line drive to left. Quo is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Larry Nix. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Antonio Rosa, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Pitch on the way. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, first baseman, Rich Pena.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rich Pena. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
1-1. This is on the ground over to first. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for Texas. They trail it 4-1. Stepping up now, Carlton Miller. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Here's the pitch. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike one. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings. So it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Rosa right there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Bluejays, first baseman, Rod Ramirez.
Digging in to try it again, Rod Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0 delivery. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Omar Cannon.
Coming to the plate now, Omar Cannon. He reached on a single in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Cannon playing here in his age 34 season. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Fly ball out toward left center field. Nix sprinting after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order, but they lead it 4-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Reggie Hawthorne. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
In now, Jose Ruiz.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Just missing here, 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
The 2-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. Little tapper down the first baseline. Ramirez charging this one, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Joaquin Ayala.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Joaquin Ayala. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
1-2.
The 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Sedenquist has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rangers, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Striding in once again, Mitch Sedenquist.
Catcher, Mitch Sedenquist.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Ruiz is underneath this one, and very quickly one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Lee Quall.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lee Quall. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Took something off there, but it misses. Ball 1. started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Pulled toward right center field. McGill is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, Mark Marchand.
Digging in and looking for more, Mark Marchand. First delivery to him on the way. Up around the face. Two out, nobody on. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Pena loves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Toronto leads this one 4-1. Now to the plate, Cal McGill comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Center fielder, Cal McGill.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Now at the plate, Bert McLeary. After the walk, a quick check on first, and the runner back in standing. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Cannon will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, shortstop, Will Batson.
At the plate, Will Batson. Here's a look over to first. Oh, and it throws him, and they got him.
I think he was going first pitch, first movement all the way, and apparently the pitcher knew it too, caught him leaning.
Here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They trail it 4-1. Junior Holiday takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 10, Junior Holiday.
Ready to take his hacks again, Duncan Shaver, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Nix arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Number 31, Jermaine Godwin.
Jermaine Godwin will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1. Popped him up. Batson takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Franklin Dahl.
Striding forward now is the DH, Franklin Dahl. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll be off the right field wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so when he got the changeup, he was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Stepping in now, Carlton Miller. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Larry Nix. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
A swing and a miss at a ball down. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Digging in once again, Antonio Rosa. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. First delivery to him on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Now the 2-0. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Nix stands at second with no outs. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
The 3-1 comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Stepping up to the plate, Rich Pena. He'll swing it from the left side right here. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Garrett Pruitt comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Pruitt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Godwin has it in his tracks. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Reggie Hawthorne, and their runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
The right fielder, number 5, Jose Ruiz.
Settling in now, Jose Ruiz. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Up next for the Rangers, designated hitter, Joaquin Ayala.
Into the box now, Joaquin Ayala. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
Here it comes on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Rangers will have to be content with just the 1. 7th inning coming up. The Jays are out in front, 4-2. Welcome back to Arlington. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Ready once again, Rod Ramirez.
First baseman, Rod Ramirez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Omar Cannon.
Into the box, Omar Cannon. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Batson into shallow center, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box now, Mitch Sedenquist. He pulls this one into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he is in there. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Lee Kuo is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The 1-0. Popped him up. Batson will put this one away, and the side is retired. Blue Jays held in check as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Alex Calero will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Alex Calero.
Leading off the inning, Cal McGill, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
He's set. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll throw him out from short right field. Nicely done for the first out.
Third baseman, Bert McLeary.
Now at the plate, Bert McLeary. First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. Still down by a count of 4-2. Emil Santana has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Emil Santana.
Leading off the inning, Mark Marchand, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Marchand.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that just misses inside. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did that.
Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. So striding forward now, Duncan Shaver. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Jermaine Godwin. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Nix. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. But they still lead this one 4-2. Andres Rosado is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Andres Rosado.
Larry Nix will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Larry Nix.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Rosado, a previous member of the Houston Astros, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come offseason.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Marchand ranges to his left. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Antonio Rosa.
Up next for the Rangers, Antonio Rosa. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. 1 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
So a full count now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Now batting, first baseman, Rich Pena.
Stepping in, Rich Pena, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Rosa stands at first with 1 out. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Rangers go down quickly there. They trail it here 4-2. Angelo Murillo enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Franklin Dahl, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is on the ground over to first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So coming to the plate, Carlton Miller. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Ground ball foul down the left side. Lifted into the air to shallow center. McGill on the move. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Rod Ramirez.
Ready for another shot now. Rod Ramirez. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup over the inside corner.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Bounce to first. To his right, Pena. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Richie Blackwell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Richie Blackwell.
Leading off the inning, Reggie Hawthorne, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Number 3.
Now here's the pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Blackwell is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty D, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliders in for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Joaquin Ayala.
So stepping in, Joaquin Ayala. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. He makes the catch, and the Blue Jays have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
4-2 the final score today. The Jays took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Roger Kelly earns his first win of the season. Richie Blackwell closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.